Hello Cancerians, it's Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com, and this is your monthly reading for the month of June 2017. It's a general reading, Cancerians, so please bear in mind it will apply to different degrees and in different ways to people's lives, because it cannot obviously apply in the same way to everybody. And I'm using 2 oracle cards to build the reading around. I'm using the Healing with Angels cards and the Soul Singing cards. And these are going to frame your reading. So again, I've got Divine Timing and Look Within. It's very interesting how I keep, because I've just done a reading for Pisces and they had the same cards. So I often find it because the weeks have a certain energy, you know, that affect everybody. And but this is beautiful. So you've got Divine Timing and you've got Looking Within. I'm showing you. So whatever you're working on, it's Divine Timing and Looking Within. Divine wisdom comes from knowing your life purpose. Be safe in the knowledge that you can achieve anything your soul desires. You only have to look within. So you can achieve anything your soul desires, and it's the right timing for it as well. So let's also have a look at your tarot cards. Like pull 8 cards, 2 for each week. And an overview card as well. So let's have a look for Cancerians for June 2017. Okay, so let's have a look, Cancerians. Good. Make sure you can see all the cards. So we're starting with the 8 of Swords, 9 of Chalices, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. We have the Tower, and we have the 4 of Chalice in reverse. Interesting. Good. So let's start. Oh, I just want to show you your overall energy from the bottom of the deck. So I've got Justice in reverse for you here. So let's see how that relates. Sometimes the overview card is not very relevant, I find, but I sometimes use it to see how it fits in. Okay, so we start with the 8 of Swords, which is quite a dark, sad card. It is a card that shows somebody feeling quite imprisoned. Lots of bandages, cannot move, feeling trapped, that sort of thing. It's a really quite a sad card to start with, but the good news is it is combined with the 9 of Chalices. 9 of Chalices is one of the most beautiful cards in this deck, and it is often referred to the wish fulfillment, as a wish fulfillment card. And together with this 8 of Swords card, I feel that you are breaking free from a situation that has felt very limiting, you know, where you felt tied in, that you couldn't break out of. So there is this energy going on here of leaving that behind, the wish fulfilling card, like you have been wishing for a long time to break from a situation, to break away from a situation, and to start to feel happier in yourself and more connected to the people around you. This moving on energy I can see here in your months ahead. And Also, with the Eight of Swords, even though it feels like a sad card to start with, it is actually a little bit of an illusion card, because the swords there are they're not strong fences or in any way. They are just there, but the person has sort of wrapped him or herself up in these things and with bandages around his or her face, and it's like self-prison almost. But the energy here is moving on from it. It's just saying, like, it's the divine timing to move away from this, to take away those blindfolds and to set yourself free, you know, because the wish fulfilling card is here. It's starting to respond to your inner prayers, how you wanted to change that situation. And we're moving on to the Four of Pentacles, which is a very stable energy. The Pentacles is referred to anything material and tangible, so things we can touch and feel. Some material things like projects, working with your hands, house, accommodation, refurbishments, finances, investments, also anything to do with material things. And this card is combined with the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is a card that shows that often refers to decisions that need to be made. Again, there's a blindfold person here, and this person needs to make a decision to go either with one sword or the other. She or he doesn't really know where to go, but the thing is, the person can just take the blindfolds off, can put the swords down, and then the horse will be there to take him or her further. So there is no need to sit like that, and it's just that decision needs to be made, like, which way am I going to go? And so there is a situation here where you are feeling financially or materially stable. The 4 is a stable one. It's a stable number, and but at the same time you're feeling a little bit imprisoned at it and by it. And there is an energy here that needs to break away. You know, both the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords really are asking of us, when we have these in our readings, to say we need to make a change here because we're not happy with something in our life. And the happiness can be there because you have the 9 of Chalices, and you also have the 4 of Pentacles, which is very stable, material place to come from. Sometimes it can also mean that you become a little bit too clingy on it and want to hold on to the material aspects of life too much, which stops you from making good choices. So if that's the case for you, then it would be advised to loosen that connection off a little bit, make it looser, you know, the connection with the earthly aspects of your life, because there's a need for a change, and you are going to get new ideas coming in this month. So around maybe the maybe the early second, at the end of second week, third week, we coming with a new energy here, which is the Ace of Swords, and all of a sudden there's a new idea coming in, something new, something fresh. Aces are number 1, so it's a new start of something, and swords are to do with our thought patterns and communication. So communication may come in, particularly here with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is also the bringer of news and the bringer of something concrete. It's in reverse, so some news comes in or some new ideas come in, and you have to then really struggle a little bit with the ideas, because the 4 of Pentacles card can hold back, and I think that is why the the Knight of Pentacles in reverse can hold back a little bit too much on moving forward materially. And this is why the horse is even going slower than it's going, because normally the horse goes quite slow anyway with the Pentacles, because it is an earth sign and it's not a sign that is going to move very fast. But in reverse, it may even hesitate, you know, it may even hesitate. And it's probably to do with the 4 of Pentacles here, with maybe your ideas of holding on to things, the material things, quite strongly that you have already. I don't feel you need to worry, but there is a strong movement, you know, towards making a choice, loosening up and getting new ideas here on how to go forward with decisions that affect your material well-being. And the universe is making that even more prominent for you with the Tower here. The Tower is a card of change. It's a card that is like destiny. You know, it's a card that asks of us, that doesn't actually give us any choice. We need to change. There is no choice here. And so the cards are saying there is a new idea here. You may be reluctant to pick it up. There may be a reluctance in you. It's a difficult decision here with the Two of Swords. But the universe is saying you do need to listen here. And there is no way around it. And life asks us to make these decisions sometimes. And it's combined with the Four of Chalices. And again, this card really advises you to look at what you have, and also look at the divine intervention in this all with the Tower card. It's not something that is negative in any way. There is so much help here with this change, and this person is sitting behind a tree and cannot really see the chalices, meaning the love, the connection with other people, the beauty in your life. Just cannot see it, sort of turned away from it. And the universe is handing another chalice to say, come on, there's so much love connection here. There's so much beauty here. It's all available to you. Open your eyes, see it again, you know. So this is your energy. It's like, this is the advice from the Tarot this month for you, is some internal battles here that actually can turn out into being a blessing. And you may not be able to see it just straight away, but it may well turn out with the Nine of Chalices there, may well turn out to be a blessing. And then your inner battles are around making choices that are challenging, that you can't see very clear, that you might need some more information about, and new information coming in and new ideas coming in to bring you into a different direction, you know, to take you to a different direction. But I feel like you might find it challenging, you know, because I suppose, you know, Cancerians are very homely and stable in many ways, personalities, and the change that's being asked of you might be something that initially feels a little bit challenging, because it's going to change things that are stable actually and quite good. So, but you know, sometimes we need to move on to the next level, isn't it? And we need to move on to our higher potential. And the universe is saying to you, it's the right timing to do it. And try to see it, you know, try to open your eyes. I think you will, because this card is the Four of Chalices is in reverse. In upright position, the person can't see it, but in a reverse position, it's starting to see it. It's starting to be aware of the divine intervention that is going at play here. So you may well find that helpful, because you, in that sense, you don't need to feel any regret. You know, you just know the universe is giving you, and it's helping you move on to the next level. So again, the advice that's given here is look within. Divine wisdom comes from knowing your life purpose. Be safe in the knowledge that you can achieve anything your soul desires. Soul desires, I find it difficult to say. You only have to look within for inspiration. So this is really important for you, just to stay and to look within for inspiration, to allow yourself to break free from these limitations, and to allow yourself to go forward and to embrace any changes that may come this month, and see the divine intervention and the love behind it, and the good, because it will show up like that. It will show you, because it's the right timing to do it, you know. Change is never easy, but it's a soft change, you know. We're not talking about huge change. It's not like the Death card or anything. There's choices here, even though obviously the Tower card is very strong as well. But the recommendation is just to open your eyes, to believe in yourself, to see that it's divine intervention, and that you can achieve what you need to achieve by looking within. You can get that inspiration. Beautiful. Now, I don't really have anything to say about the Justice card. I already felt it when I put it down just like that. I have no connection with it to this reading here in reverse. Maybe what I can say about it is Justice in reverse here to the beginning of the month, like something has been unjust for you at the beginning of the month that made you feel very tied in and unfree, you know, and you're breaking yourself free from that. Or something unjust in your life is causing this whole process to happen. Something has to change and to be adjusted to you, for you, and so this may well be the inspiration behind it here, that it is inspiring this whole process that I've been talking about to you. So lovely. I hope you have a beautiful month of transformation, and I wish you all the best. And if you want a private reading for your situation, do please let me know, and we can organize it via my website tarotforlifecoaching.com. Have a beautiful month, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care, Cancer. Bye.